very much. It's just taken me a few minutes to just calm myself down behind the stage, because I'm going to be talking about looking good and feeling great today, and also about our fantastic weight management products. I've got a little tip. If you sit in the car for an hour and a half just to do 1 mile, when you know you've got to stand on stage in 10 minutes and talk to a few thousand people, it's amazing how many pounds you lose. But I'm going to be talking to you about our great, great products today. During this year, as I'm sure you all know and you've all having experience of already, thousands of consumers will be scanning the weight management market in an attempt to seek out the most effective programs. And aren't we the lucky ones? Because we have the fantastic Forever Weight Management Program. Forever Nutrilean is the perfect platform to help you capitalise on this lucrative industry. And we know how many people are struggling to lose weight at the moment, hence my little comical slide. I got this off Facebook. I think I got this from Claire, actually, Claire Cotton May. It doesn't hurt, so why does Mommy always cries when she steps on it? I thought that was lovely. But on a more serious note, let's take a look at the statistics which actually support the marketplace that we're in. So it's estimated that there will be 2.3 billion overweight adults in the world by 2015. Almost a quarter of the adults in the UK are currently classed as obese. And obesity is when you're actually 10% over your ideal weight. So you actually start to put stress on your system and on your vital organs when you're only 10% over what would be classed as your ideal weight. Now, once a person is obese, their risk for the severe blood sugar imbalance, which we all know as diabetes, actually increases by 77 times. Now, that's the bad news. But the good news is we can break out of this cycle. It's not something that we start on this path and we can't change. We can actually change it, which is obviously the positive. So the worldwide statistics for the weight management market add up to around 350 billion a year, while the industry is expected to continue to grow at around 4.1% each year until 2016. But what's the cost to all of these weight problems on our health? Overweight people are prone to type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, cancer, and joint and mobility problems. Plus, it also links to other things, doesn't it? It links to sort of social and psychological problems, such as bullying and, low self-esteem and depression. So these are the knock-on effects of, obviously, what's actually creating us to have terrible health problems anyway. Now, before I take you through the individual products, I'm only going to be doing that briefly today, but as part of the success of the Nutrilean programme, we obviously have to be looking at other factors. We need to be looking at the importance of exercise, the importance of drinking water, and also the importance of our diet, because we have to put a really good, healthy diet alongside the programme. So let's just take some of the statistics linked to, we know the importance of exercise, I'm sure, but there are actually some even more important facts which I'll share after this slide. We know that it speeds up the metabolism and helps you to burn calories even after you stop exercising. How great is that? So you go to the gym, you go back home, you lie on the sofa, you think, oh, burn, baby, burn. It's still working for you. I mean, I thought that was really exciting. The more muscle you have, the more fat you burn. because muscle is metabolically active even when you are still. It gives you that lovely feel-good factor, doesn't it, by triggering the release of endorphins by the brain. But with exercise, it's looking at the compounded effect of exercise. We all know that if we just go to the gym once a month, that's actually not going to make that much difference. If we have, pizza and chips one day, that's not particularly going to make you put on weight. But it's the compounded effect that makes the difference. It's making those small changes on a day-to-day basis. And this is what, it's a fantastic book. You'll find it outside with Knowledge is King, and it's called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. And there's also another one out there, I can't think of the author, sorry, but that's also called The Compound Effect. And it's fantastic when you're talking to people about our weight management program. We don't want somebody to make some massive leaps and bounds just in 1 week if they're not going to re-educate themselves and re-educate their eating patterns over a period of time. And this book really helps people to understand how that works for them. And these are the statistics here. Keeping active could help you prevent more than 3,000 cases of cancer every year. 3.4% of breast cancer cases. 3.8% of endometrial cancer cases. 5.3% of colon cancer cases. This is all, if it's recommended to sort of exercise on a day-to-day basis, and we're not even talking about hours and hours of exercise, we're talking about maybe 20 minutes a day, but it's the compounded effect of the exercise, not you doing a volume of exercise in just one visit to the gym. So let's take a look at the importance of water now as part of our weight management. We need to have at least 2 litres per day. 75% of your body is made up of water, and water is needed for metabolism to function efficiently. Water keeps the food moving through the digestive system and helps prevent constipation. The skin and the mucous membranes are kept flexible by water, and insufficient water causes dry skin, cracked lips, stiff joints. And once you are feeling thirsty, this is actually the first sign of dehydration. When you get that feeling that you really need a drink, and I know we probably all have that feeling on a regular basis, but I'm talking about water now and not a gin and tonic, okay? So it's very important to make, ourselves when we're starting the Clean 9, and obviously to help our customers understand the importance of this. Because the same message that goes to your brain to tell you that you're hungry tells you that you're thirsty, tells you that you're thirsty. So what do most people do about mid-morning? They're getting that pang. Now, is it a glass of water or a chocolate biscuit? What do you think most people would go for? Of course. So remember that it's the same message that goes to your brain to tell you whether you're hunger or whether it's thirst. And if you've just eaten, stands a chance you need a glass of water, okay? As you can see here, without adequate fluid intake, blood pressure drops, slowing delivery of oxygen to the brain, which can leave you feeling very, very tired. So it's an important part of our programme. Now, we're going to go through the 2 steps to success. And sometimes I'm finding when I'm talking to people, they really focus on the Clean 9 part of step 1, but they don't always focus on step 2 and helping people to follow through with the actual Nutrilean. Now, why this is such an important programme is because we are now in a situation where our lives are so fast-paced. We eat processed foods, microwave meals, fast food, with even thinking about the effect that it's having on our long-term health. But most people choose to diet purely by counting calories, not taking into consideration the quality of those calories or the impact that it will have on our health. Because most people just want quick fix, don't they? They want quick results. So it's important to look at our programme because we help you to lose weight through nutritionally feeding the body. Whereas a majority of the diets on the market today, they're sort of, you can be getting on the scales and you're thinking you're losing a few inches, but first of all they're losing water, then they're losing lean muscle tissue because those programs and other diets on the market are not nutritionally balanced. That is a really important factor of our step 2 process with our Nutrilean. So please be aware of that. It's not just a quick fix. We're helping people to re-educate their eating patterns. So, step 2 process. So it combines a 9-day nutritional cleansing plan followed by a long-term weight management program, which helps you to sustain your ideal weight. Forever's weight management products work synergistically to aid in your body's natural cleansing while helping you to burn that unwanted fat. So how does it work? Well, we'll take a look at the Clean 9 element first of all. It's designed to be the perfect kickstart to your new health regime. And you will see fantastic results within the 9 days. The great thing about this, it's not just about the weight loss, but it's also about cleansing the body to leave you feeling much healthier and more energized. And it's in a kit form, so it's very, very easy to follow as well. Step 2, when you go onto the Forever Nutrilean, is where your desired weight is maintained. This is where it differs from other weight management plans, where they give them this quick fix, they lose those pounds, then you have that yo-yo effect, and you just put the pounds back on. So it is important to help your people to know about going on to the second part of the process, and not just starting with part 1. Now I'm going to go just briefly through the products that are part of this range. You have our fantastic aloe vera gel. I bet you all love it, don't you? Love the taste, everything about it. It's wonderful. So it's one of the major parts of the program. So you'll need to understand how it works. Now, because I can only give this information to you very briefly today, I'd suggest for people who haven't been on one of my weight management trainings, then it might be a good idea to have a look, see when the dates are, and get yourself booked into them, because I'm only able to give you very brief descriptions today. So it contains 75 nutritional compounds. We have a natural source of vitamin B12, cleanses the digestive system, improves circulation, improves the absorption of nutrients, helps metabolic disorders, but most of all, it's a fantastic health tonic. The actual aloe vera gel also acts as a prebiotic, and a prebiotic helps to get the gut in the right place to enable your body to absorb the nutrients from your food. And then when you are putting your probiotic in, then that's when obviously all of those friendly bacteria can start to duplicate, because your stomach and your gut is in a prebiotic state. So this is also an important part of the gel. Now this is just showing you the complication of our digestive tract, and all of those thousands and thousands and thousands of small intestines all wrapped together. So it's no wonder that we have so many digestive problems: IBS, colitis, diverticulitis, acid reflux, all of those things that I'm sure we're all aware of. And this is why the aloe gel is the major part of this program, to help flush out and cleanse the digestive tract, to enable you to have a better absorption of nutrients. Okay, so now we have the bee pollen. This is a potent multivitamin and mineral supplement which is very high in B vitamins. Now the B vitamins are responsible for converting the energy from the food that you eat into the energy that your body can actually use. This helps to maintain our energy levels and also our stamina. And typically, with any weight loss program, the body goes through changes, And because of these changes, you'll find that your energy levels, you know, they can have a little bit of a raise 1 minute, then they can have a dip. So the bee pollen is really fantastic at giving you that energy and enabling the B vitamins to take the energy and use it from your food. It also helps to reduce allergies as well, because there's something it contains called quercetin, which actually helps to desensitize the body against allergies. So obviously, if you've got people on the Clean 9 or coming to start the Clean 9, it's coming up to hay fever season, I hate to remind any of you, and the bee pollen is definitely a pre-seasonal. So if you can start to take the bee pollen pre-seasonally to the hay fever season, you will have much better results. Now with the Garcinia, the blood sugar levels are a fine balancing act throughout any weight loss program. And so the Garcinia quickly energizes the body while maintaining normal blood sugar levels. So this really helps to aid your metabolism. You can see it's got the hydroxycitric acid, which is taken from the actual rind from a fruit called a Malabar tamarind. You have your chromium picolinate, which helps to balance blood sugar. And then you have your MCT, or your medium chain triglycerides, and your safflower oils are two of the most healthiest fats that you can actually have. So while on a weight loss program, your body needs to feel nourished and full with a good, healthy source of natural protein. Hence the Forever Light with aminotine. It's high in protein, and 2 drinks of the Forever Light with Ultra provide you with 100% recommended daily allowance of the vitamins and minerals. You can see there it's actually been developed by Dr. Geoffrey Bland, who's a nutritional biochemist and former Director of Nutritional Research at the Linus Pauling Institute. And he says the programme, the Forever Light with Ultra is safe, well-balanced, high-efficiency product which will allow selective fat loss while maintaining vital body muscle stores. And this is a quote that's come directly from him. So we know that we really have got the best product possible with this one. As you can see there, all the breakdown, you've got 50% more protein. The soy protein helps to stabilize blood sugar levels, and this in turn reduces hunger by lowering insulin levels, making it easier for the body to burn fat. The soy protein is actually considered the gold standard of protein for serious athletes of all types. The soy protein is a high-quality plant-based protein. It's equivalent in protein value and quality to dairy and eggs. It's low in fat and saturated fat, 0 cholesterol, no lactose, and ideal for vegetarians. Now, the soy protein is a high-quality protein, so it satisfied the need for athletes who need that good and natural source of healthy protein for muscle building during their exercise. The soy is the only protein that actually has had, sort of a study or research certificate given to them by the Food and Drugs Administration. This study was actually called Heart Smart, and it says 25 grams of soy protein a day as part of a diet low in saturated fat and cholesterol may help reduce the risk of heart disease. So this is according to the Food and Drugs Administration. Now, a serving of our Forever Light Ultra with aminotine provides 17 grams of soy protein. So it's 25 that's mentioned in the actual study, and each one of our drinks contains 17. So you can see it's a fantastic, healthy product for us to be taking either 1 or 2 a day. 2 will provide you with 100% of your RDA of vitamins and minerals. And the soy in itself contains calcium, iron, zinc, phosphorus, magnesium, B vitamins, and omega-3 fatty acids. Now, where the aminotine part came in, it's a unique blend of enzymes, and this is specially designed to break down the protein to ensure that we get full absorption. One of the many problems with the very high concentrated protein products that some of the youngsters are buying from the high street sort of health food stores is their protein levels are so high, and the body's not able to break it down to have that absorption. And it's really dangerous. It's causing violent headaches to them. I mean, some of my younger son's friends, they come in and they've got cracking headaches all the time because the protein levels are too high for them and their bodies can't break it down. So hence we made amenitine. And this is a fantastic blend of enzymes which helps to break down the protein to enable us to have full absorption of the actual protein into our body, otherwise it's wasted. A lot of the youngsters get really bad pustular acne as well, and it's the pustular acne, it's the protein, it's almost like trying to get out of the body because the body is just not able to absorb it. So this is actually put together so cleverly to make sure we do get full absorption. So keeping your blood sugar balance is about the most critical balancing act of your body. It not only determines your weight, it's also key for energy, stable mood, concentration and longevity. And when I do my trainings, I talk a lot about the GI, the glycemic index and the glycemic load of the foods that you are putting together for yourself to actually accompany this particular fantastic program. I have got 2 trainings. I have one, well, I've got lots of trainings, but the most recent ones, I've got one in Warwick, which is March the 20th. That's my next weight management training. And then I have one in London on the 9th of April. So I'm just giving you the 2 most recent ones, but I have got them all across the country. So please do take a look and see where my trainings are, because I go into this in a lot of detail, and it really makes it very, very successful. So we also have probiotic. This does not contain any sugar, and you might think, well, I should hope not. But then all of the little Yakults and Danones and all of those things that people spend a fortune on in their local supermarkets do contain sugar. And sugar actually destroys the friendly bacteria. So that's a waste of money in itself. So that we know that when we're putting this bacteria in, we know that we've already taken the aloe gel, which is a prebiotic. So the fantastic bacteria from our probiotic can then multiply and keep multiplying and multiplying. And the friendly bacteria is your first line of defense against any sort of infections or any illness. One course of antibiotics can destroy the friendly bacteria from 6 to 12 months. So you can see how sometimes, I know we have to have antibiotics sometimes, but how poorly we can be after we've had them. And this is because it destroys not only the bad bacteria, but all of the friendly bacteria as well. It's great for irritable bowel, candida, and ensures healthy digestion. The Forever Lean. Now this was put together as part of our step 2 of our process, because this is like your little get out of jail product, okay? For those times when you are going on birthday meals and you are going out with family and you think, oh, I'd love a pudding or I'd love cheese and biscuits. So as long as you've taken the Forever Lean prior to that meal, like just before you eat, it actually absorbs 28.3% of the fats over a 4-hour time frame. So you know, if you're sitting down with friends, you've been there a long time, you can still perhaps have your cheese 3 hours later and it's still going to work for you. How cracking is that? But I'm not sharing this with you because you can all think, oh, I can have steak and chips, I can have McDonald's, burger, as long as I've had my Forever Lean, life's going to be rosy. No, this is just a little bit of a help me out for those particular occasions that we go on. But it's a brilliant product. And both of the products, the Garcinia and the Lean, are very, very good at helping to balance blood sugar. So very, very good for diabetics as well. So we have this comprehensive weight loss management program. The products work synergistically. So it's the synergy of how the products work together that makes it so effective and so healthy. We're losing weight healthily. It's designed by nutritional experts, and it's tried and tested successfully by thousands and thousands of people, as I'm sure many of you in the room today will already have either done the Clean 9 or definitely be thinking about doing the Clean 9. So I'd just like to close my presentation today by reading this to you, and it's good nutrition makes you thinner. The biggest problem with traditional weight loss diets is nutritional deficiency that undermines your immune system, promotes disease, and makes you fat. If your diet lacks vital vitamins and minerals, you will want to eat more to make up the deficiency. And that's how I'd like to just summarise the quality of our fantastic product range. On that note, I would like to say that I wish you all an amazing day. There's fantastic atmosphere in the room today, and I know there's lots of people being recognised. So I wish you all the very best, and I look forward to seeing you at my future training. So thank you very much and have a lovely day. Thank you.